What is poppin', you guys? It is ACR3 back again with another video. Now this is going to be a weird video for me because I'm joined by people. I know, I have friends. Reveal yourselves.
No, fucking Disney.
Dickhead. Right. So yeah, I'm joined by Aaron Macken, the knob that supports Celtic.
You're just jealous,
and Oskar Grant, who supports Liverpool.
Yo.
No, right.
Andrew, you can't complain about football. You support Manchester City.
This is not about football. If you want to see football, check out Aaron's channel. I'll leave in the description. You know, smooth.
Yay.
Also featured on there. So.
Yeah, he is also as well. So you know, just check it out in the description. But anyway, this is not about football. This is not a football channel. This is the Formula 1 channel. So, Abu Dhabi Grand Prix going on this weekend. Practices have happened yesterday and today. Hamilton being slower than Bottas. Obviously he's returning from COVID. Any thoughts about that, guys?
Well, my dad did say that the coronavirus can actually last up to 10 weeks.
Yes.
Like obviously your incubation and all that is Oscar's a student nurse, so he can he's not a fucking coronavirus nurse, but he's learning that the student nurses are pretty smart. So my dad says that your incubation period, your self-isolation period lasts about 2 weeks. It should roughly boot the system and you're no longer contagious. But it can retract myself there. You're no longer contagious after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's still in your system.
Yes, 10 days.
2 weeks just to be sure. Yeah. So it says it can remain in the system and make you feel kind of groggy for about 10 weeks. Because like, if you've ever had the flu, you know what I mean. When you're not feeling well, you're kind of dragged down a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be a reason.
Maybe.
Sorry,
so everyone, no, it's fine. Honestly, yeah, there's been obviously like a bit of a brouhaha about if Lewis should return because of the reasons that Aaron just gave. About obviously like the medical reasons, and obviously the force of an F1 car. Like obviously you go through corners like 5G. It just shows obviously the physical strength and for him to actually get back in that car. Albeit not the best times, but he has sort of got too close to Bottas in the practice sessions. Who knows about the race? Yeah, but
it must be very difficult if you're feeling dodgy that way.
Yeah.
And
I mean, can he refuse to race? Can he do that?
I think
he could probably say he can race.
Yeah, if he said he couldn't race because he didn't feel the greatest, then obviously he'd have to have tests. Because you'd have to have like 4 negative tests before you can come back to race. And he served his time in quarantine in Bahrain. And he's gone to Abu Dhabi now, obviously to serve the practice sessions. So everything seems fine with him. Obviously he's complaining about the car again, which is what Lewis Hamilton always does. But yeah, anyway. Jeff,
if the doctor says, if it's true what the doctor says, about what was it says about coronavirus? It's a chronic pneumonia.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, if that's true, a vaccine eventually needs a pure pneumonia.
Yeah. Probably. We'll see it. We'll see how it is.
Obviously that's very unrelated there, but...
No, yeah, understandable. No, it depends on the vaccine and whatever, so...
I think he's going to win, or he'll finish on a podium, sort of thing.
That's a good segue there, Oscar, thank you. I was going to say, predictions for the qualifying and Grand Prix. Obviously, Abu Dhabi, not famed for the great races. Obviously, last year we had Hulkenberg hanging like a cow, upside down in the wall, thanks to was it Grosjean, I think, who flipped him? It was Grosjean who flipped him, yeah. So, anyone who wants to think about any surprise results, the podium?
Mick Schumacher will win the championship. Surprise. Just bossed on to the scene and win the championship.
He's won the F2 championship.
I mean the F1
Let's not mention the F2 because another video of mine just showed how angry I got with the F2 with my man Callum Ilott, just about getting a seat.
Twinkle toes!
With Callum Ilott, if you didn't know, was basically guaranteed a Haas seat. Nikita Marzipan, the dickhead, came in.
Marzipan.
It's Mazepan, but we call him Marzipan because he's a knobhead.
I thought it was called the Mazepin.
Mazepin. He came in with his dad, you know, daddy's cash and all that, and was like, you know what, I like to buy a stake in the team, which means my son can drive. So Ilott has been left without a seat, which has been a cruel state to F1. Ilott's one of the best drivers outside of F1. And he's been replaced with someone who sexually assaults women, who punches other drivers, and nearly kills them with a billboard of where they finished in the track. As you can tell, I don't like this guy.
Donald Trump start being an F1 driver?
Next year, mate. Right. Yeah. But yeah, my thoughts on
team on Earth.
that's quite ironic because Haas are American.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
We'll make Haas great again.
Okay. But enough about Marzipan, because I have other videos on my channel. Check them out. About him. But yeah, so about the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix as well this weekend. It's going to be quite a sad one for quite F1 fans because obviously you've got the last race of Carlos and Lando being teammates. Perez, maybe his last race in F1. Seb's last race for Ferrari.
Perez.
Yeah, he won.
I think he has an outside chance of winning.
It depends on his car obviously because Abu Dhabi's a really bad circuit.
Marina, yeah.
Jeff Marina, yeah. It's honestly like most people do not like it because it's just like.
The only reason they have that big Grand Prix is just because of money.
Yep. Another Herman Tilke design track, which you know is always revered
I
by
have
F1
oil.
fans.
I have oil. I bought a six. I bought a 10 billion for fucking track with all the fucking toys and muscles. Now I'm a fucking Grand Prix hodder.
I built a truck that goes underneath a hotel that changes lights with the marina. Yeah. I don't like the track, so you can tell that. But yeah, I don't think Hamilton will win, you know, unless there's, for example, like last week in Sakir, we had that the first lap incident with Verstappen and Leclerc. I'm not going to mention the Sakir Grand Prix that much because I cry for George Russell. But yeah, anyway.
That was bullshit, man. No, I fixed motors with my dad, right? Well, no a lot. But I studied engineering and all that stuff. But I didn't study it in college, self-taught. it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But it's also not that hard to put tyres on a fucking motor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially
but everyone's
with
been saying...
they have like one bolt.
Yeah, exactly. It's confusing. Obviously, they messed up the situation, but
It must be really confusing for this arrogant snob concept Merc. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
probably.
who are that fucking used to winning.
Yeah.
They're fucking idiots. How the fuck can you put that fucking... How can you put 4 sets of tyres that have already done about fucking 3,000 miles on a fucking motor? They are fucking knobs. They didn't want to win.
Because it wasn't Hamilton in the car. It was Russell.
They're a bunch of fucking dicks, man. They literally just shot themselves in the foot.
Are you saying that Mercedes only support Hamilton and not anyone else?
I'm not saying. Well, it is. Yeah, like Aaron says there, it's quite obvious. But the speculation has come out of things like people are saying that Russell and Bottas will be F1 drivers for Mercedes next year because Hamilton hasn't signed a contract yet. That's bollocks.
Right.
Like Hamilton will sign. He wants to break every record. He wants to win the championship to get 8. Why is that then, Aaron?
Well, you look at it right. If he wins a fucking race, he's always, oh yes, look at me, I'm so fucking glorious. Off for England, blah blah blah, that shit. And then when he gets pumped, like even if he lands second place, be a bit upsetting because like say Vettel won it and he pitted in fucking...
Vettel won a race, it's not 2013 mate.
Vettel's not won a race in fucking years.
Nah, Vettel, I hope he gets his chance in Aston Martin next year, but yeah, anyway.
Iron package, isn't he?
Vettel's chucking it because the engines are shite.
Ferrari have ruined Vettel, honestly, like, it's just mad.
The FIA ruined Vettel.
Yeah, true.
They ruined Ferrari and that ruined Vettel. Look at the V8 years, right?
Vettel dominated those years, yeah.
Fucking flying in the track.
He even beat Hamilton, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hamilton had no chance.
Between 2009 and 2013, Vettel was in his prime with Red Bull. Obviously 2009 didn't win the championship because of the freak that was the Braun Grand Prix car. But 2010 to 2013, Vettel swept up with Red Bull.
Verstappen seems to be doing really well.
He is, but that's the thing, like Red Bull, their drive situation as well, like, they've booted out Kvyat for Verstappen, that's how...
I don't like this fucking... No. I did study about how the planet's dying and electric motors and Tesla and all this pish. Well, it's not pish, but it's important stuff.
Yeah.
But the FIA taking a 3.5 litre V8, which was fine. They were near enough. It's motorsport. No everybody drives F1 motors.
Well, no.
I don't jump in the fucking F1 motor to go see my sister.
Yeah.
Sorry Oskar? It's not sustainable.
No, it's not sustainable.
What, for them? Or for us?
For anyone to drive it, like drive those kind of motors every time, you know.
Yeah, I will. I mean, motorsport, obviously you get Formula E. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking the video.
No, it's fine, honestly, go for it. I'm just working out what's going on with what's happening in my race right now.
It's somebody who really pays attention to engineering and loves engineering.
Yeah.
To watch the 3.5 litre V8s go was disappointing, but also my dad keeps saying his odds moving the times. Fuck all to do with moving the times.
Yeah.
It was Merck's boat, the FIA, and that is all about it. Because think about this logically. Ferrari never built such an engine. Never built such an engine.
Well, you say that, Aaron, but the reason Ferrari are so slow this year is because apparently last year they were using an illegal mapping of the engine.
In what way illegal?
It was some weird way of like the tune of the engine or whatever, but like they got
So it's louder.
No, it's faster. The engine when you get a motor, say a Fordendale 2 litre diesel wrapped, sorry. Would you call it? Right, my dad's got a 2.2 million, better example. 33 miles a gallon combined.
Yeah.
That's quite a good car. That is, so you get that, and it's quite fast, it's got 200 brake, all this sort of stuff. So when you're mapping the engine, you've tuned it to a higher torque, better fuel consumption, and higher horsepower. So that's your main three things you get out of it.
So they basically lied. They lied about.
Yeah, basically, and obviously everyone was like, oh, what are they doing? Like, why are they so quick, whatever? And then this year they took it off. But at the start of this year, obviously they banned or whatever. And yeah, look, the Ferrari now are struggling.
I find that ironic. That Ferrari get done for that. But when they were bringing in the 1.6 litre V6s and the hybrids, which is stupid.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, and it is an affront to engineering.
Alright, Sebastian Vettel, calm down.
It's just
No.
It made like a Henry Ford.
No, because Vettel and Russia was like, oh, bring back the V12s, bring back these.
It should be.
V12s.
V12. There's a TikTok. Michael Schumacher and the Ferrari in Monaco.
Yeah.
And it's a V10. The sound.
Honestly.
It's like a choir. It's beautiful. And the fucking speed.
What the hell's going on with this, right? Sorry to interrupt that, but the background footage I'm using, the gameplay, there's a safety car in this race. And it says catch safety car queue, and then when I get to safety car it says I'll go past, we're waiting for the leader. The leader? Has gone past it, the safety car, twice, and it still says, we're waiting to pick up the leader. I'm like, what? Is this game glitched or something like that? Anyway, you guys can see my footage. Like honestly, we're at pretty much racing speed behind a safety car. I'll see what happens if I overtake someone.
The safety car is holding you up.
It's legit a race. I've just overtaken Stroll. I'm in P5. But anyway.
Has anybody seen Le Mans 66?
Yes.
What
Great movie. Great movie.
I watched it. And if anybody's not seen it,
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Any motorsport fan should go. Like, I recommend it.
Even if you're not motorsport,
Yeah, hashtag not fun. Yeah.
This video is not sponsored by Ford.
Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari. Yeah.
It is not sponsored by Ferrari or Ford Motor Company.
No, we just like the film, so we thought
We
we'd...
just had to put that in there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know, I was sitting watching that, and I love the story. It just Henry Ford II coming out and going, we're going to buy Ferrari, it falls through.
What's going on? This game is glitched, honestly. Sorry to interrupt you there. This game is literally glitched.
I'm just confused as fuck.
This game is literally glitched. Like, what the fuck's going on? The car's right there again. Verstappen's past him. Oh no, you must... The safety car's waiting to pick up the leader. What do you mean?
But see, I like classic motorways.
CR3 to more rage.
Yes. Rage.
Yeah, rage compilation coming up, guys.
Anything. So the last few videos I've watched, they have been
It's just
rage.
rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, anyway.
Around me.
Safety car in the flap! There was no safety car! What do you mean? Yeah, I've overtaken Leclerc. Mate, I've just overtaken Vettel and Leclerc by going racing speed. And it says, maintain speed, safety car coming in. What do you mean? Oh my god, Verstappen's slow, oh I can get this, anyway.
But if you like a good story,
Yes.
watch Le Mans 66. Christian Bale plays 10 miles, brilliant. And
Why?
Matt Damon plays Vat.
No, I was just raging again, like you guys like to say about...
And Matt Damon plays Carol Shelby just perfectly.
Yes.
And the motor, the way it goes in Le Mans 66 is the way that car went. That was a fucking speed machine.
Have you seen, to bring it back to, you know, F1, have you seen the, like, GIF that George Russell put up about that film?
No.
He put up, it was like, hashtag TBT to the briefing that we had, and it was Ken Miles saying, you promised me the drive, not the win.
That's true.
And then the guy was like, and he was like, well, should have driven faster. And he was like, well, no.
I love that film because it's just great.
Yeah, no.
I love cars. I love Ford. I always think Ford, if it's no Rolls Royce, Ford makes the greatest cars in the world. You cannot beat a Ford. And people from the American BMW fanboys are going, no, you can't do that.
I mean, I'm sticking to my roots and just going Mercedes.
Fair.
That's shite. No, I mean, they make good motors.
Yeah, true. No, but Fords, yeah, I agree with Ford.
My dad has had Fords for the past 20 years. And I've not got a bad word to say about them. Apart from the fact that you use your engines.
Yeah.
Which is shite. But they are quick. And they use Ford tuning. I say they should just make instead of 1.6 litre V6s, they should just make them 4 cylinders.
Yeah.
Because they're quicker.
Well, we will see in 2022 when the new regs come in, and apparently the cars are meant to be like it's. I don't know what there's like. There's obviously like new aero regulations, new tyre regulations. So they want to make.
Tires.
So they want to make like, obviously the cars like less drag coefficient, so you can follow in corners and whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they're still there, but I think there's like, you know, like new tyre technology or whatever.
The leading.
Tyre supplier.
Leading.
Yeah.
No,
None of that tyre malarkey of 2005. Yeah, what were we saying, Aaron?
You drive, Andrew, obviously. Sorry, Oskar, this is kind of excluding you drive.
Yes, I do drive, yes.
He didn't drive yet.
He will, I believe in him.
Not officially.
Not officially.
Well, when people say that to me, can you drive? And I say no, legally. That was before I passed my test. And I always found that to be quite funny. But no, I really laughed at that. Would you know a lot of people laugh at me?
So, I laugh at you now.
You always laugh at me because you're dick.
With you.
With, not at, yeah.
You stick the content and make it fair. So,
anyway, go ahead.
As we were saying, as I was saying, because I give a lot of shite usually.
You guys can see that on Aaron's channel, which is in the description, if you want to hear him chat about absolute shite.
You chat shite
about football this time.
If you like football, subscribe to my channel.
No, if you like football, just don't subscribe.
If you like technology issues, then
subscribe if you're a Manchester United fan.
Yeah, or a Rangers fan. Yeah, let's go. Right, anyway, so yeah, as you said now.
As I keep saying.
Right, you've
put tyres on your motor.
I have, yes.
You've obviously paid for tyres. And everybody knows that Pirelli tyres are the dearest tyres on God's green earth.
Yes.
And it's like, why? They all come from the same rubber plantation in India. Like, why do you charge fucking £4,000 for something that costs you about fucking £2 to make?
Yeah, innit?
Like seriously? They're good tyres, they're good tyres. For some reason.
Yeah, so like obviously there's Pirelli, there's Bridgestone, there's all these. But yeah, everyone picks Pirelli, so.
If I'm right in saying, Pirelli still sponsor Inter Milan.
They do.
Aye.
Didn't get back to football.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored!
Yeah. Because
no sponsors because
yeah.
If we were sponsored then our sponsorship would be revoked immediately because I would have said something that pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck.
I'd say we're sponsored by someone and Aaron would have a bad reputation of that brand and would just chat shit.
Haha, you knob. Sorry, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, so if you hear me using expletives, I'm talking to the police or something.
And if you hear me, my controller, then you know I'm on police or something.
Fuck it happened.
Oh dear me.
Why are you stopped, knob? Oh, ole!
At least,
but yeah, anyway.
Managed to calm down his rage.
Oh, I finished. This move that I made, 3 wide against the racing points. Oh, you'll see it in the video.
I always wanted to do my racing team. I said this to Andrew before. I love cars, and I always wanted to do my racing team.
Yeah.
Even if I couldn't race, I know somebody that is a fucking spectacular.
Sorry, yeah, cool.
A spectacular driver. And he probably would race because he owns a Focus S.T. And if anybody knows what a Focus S.T is, You're just the luckiest soul in God's doing that.
I know, yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god, they're so quick. I love them. I'm going to buy one.
Right, so back to a topic of F1. Obviously, we mentioned, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. How I recommend it in Aaron's latest football show. We mentioned about racism in football, and obviously the whole brouhaha about that. If you haven't know about that, go watch the football show. Again, in the description. I'm plugging you a lot here, Aaron. Yeah.
We're just talking about racism and we're like, it's obviously racism is a problem
to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's also it's important. But it's not just in football or F1, it happens in all walks of life.
So we're talking about that, and obviously I think I mentioned this in the video with Aaron. I think I mentioned about Lewis Hamilton Lewis Hamilton's the only black man to drive in Formula 1 since its history, and is the only one since. So
That is crazy.
yeah. I mean, obviously you've got, like, for example, like Albon, he's Thailand, so he's obviously not. This is gonna sound really weird here. He's not white, but he's not black. He's he's coloured, but he's not fully black. If you get me.
I think he'll be counted as black.
Maybe.
But he's not.
But he's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's not dark like Hamilton is or was. But yeah.
He's not dark.
He's not dark. Yeah. So the only properly black F1 driver is Hamilton, and for him to, I'm not really into Hamilton that much. Obviously, a British F1 fan, not into Hamilton, no. But I'm only into. I used to be like I used to like Alonso, and I used to like Massa. I quite like the sort of the underdog, really.
Oh, I loved Alonso.
Like when Alonso was against Schumacher, I preferred Alonso because he brought a fight to. I love Schumacher. Don't get me wrong; he's a great guy, and I hope he recovers from his.
Come on.
I love him to pieces, and I'm glad that the Schumacher name is back in Formula 1. But I loved Alonso when he was beating. I loved Alonso when he was fighting against Schumacher. Massa, I loved him when he was fighting against Hamilton in 2008. I did like Kubica.
Basically a glory supporter.
What do you mean? No. But now, these like in F1 it's weird because you can support different teams, different drivers. It's not like solely like one team like football. So obviously, like you guys might know on my own channel, I quite like Leclerc, Norris, and Russell.
No.
Mainly.
That's a lie. You don't quite like Leclerc. You fucking fancy him.
I quite like him, you know. He's yeah. Shut up, man. Anyway, right. So Leclerc, Norris, and Russell just bring different sort of personality to the sport. Obviously, we've had in the past, we've had the seriousness of when we had Hamilton and Rosberg on the grid, but Leclerc, Norris, Russell, even Albon, Verstappen, people like that, they bring, and even Ricciardo, bring humour and a bit of personality to what is, and is known to be, a serious old man sport. Am I wrong?
Just so you men driving in it.
No, you're not wrong.
It's like your original old man sport.
Rich man sport, yeah.
Well, when you think of it, it's like a Tory.
It's like a Tory. Oh no.
You have to be a rich old wank to join the Conservative Party.
I mean, the Tory party is notoriously old. As in...
So like, for example, sorry to interrupt you, Aaron, but we were talking again in Aaron's football show about Buffon being 42 years old. For a footballer, that's mad. We have in F1, we have Norris, who is 21. He's 2 months older than me, fun fact. Exactly 2 months older than me as well, so that's quite fun. We have obviously Leclerc, Russell, Verstappen, all those people sort of like 22, 23, around that age. And then we have Lewis Hamilton, who's 35. Vettel, who's in his 30s. Perez, in his 30s. Raikkonen is 40.
But the thing is, I've always liked Raikkonen.
Yeah.
He is fucking brilliant.
He is, to be fair. He's a very good driver. Like, obviously, he should have won. He was brought up in the wrong generation, I think. 'Cause obviously, Raikkonen came in when it was Schumacher, Montoya, Hakkinen, all them. So the fact he's only won, he's only won one championship in 2007, which wasn't really his to win. It was mainly Hamilton's, because Hamilton messed up. He took the chance and he took it very well.
Like Rosberg.
Yeah, exactly.
So he should be winning more.
He should have won more for the quality of driver he is.
It's quite disappointing to see him lose quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because I do like Raikkonen. And it's very hilarious to see him smiling. Because you don't see him smile.
Raikkonen, honestly, the funniest moment I've seen of Raikkonen is when Martin Brundle went up to him and he went, "Oh, Kimi, you missed a presentation by Pele." And Kimi just went, "Yeah, I was having a shit." Yeah, anyway, talking about funny people, have you guys seen the McLaren unboxed latest video?
Who?
The McLaren latest video on McLaren.
No, like McLaren motor maker.
McLaren, the F1 team. Basically, what was said was it was like a cartoon video. So they made Lando and Carlos. Obviously, it's the last race together as teammates, and everyone's loved them as a teammate partnership. They made them into puppets, right? Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't seen the video. But if you're an F1 fan, I'm surprised you haven't. They made them as puppets, and and they were like in the cinema, and they savagely said about Sergio Perez. There was he went to the cinema, the seats were empty, and they were like, "Oh, no problem getting a seat here, is there?" And they replied, "Oh, you can better tell it to Checo then." So I was like, "Ah, savage." But they were going through like different like times of the 2 years they'd spent together at McLaren, and how close they'd become, and how like good they were as a teammate partnership, whatever. And it's just mad. Like, obviously that's gonna be last. Obviously Lando and Daniel Ricciardo are going to be an amazing team next year, in terms of how funny they are.
I mean, he's my favourite.
Who? Ricciardo.
Yeah.
I do like Ricciardo. He's fucking nuts.
He's funny. Like he should have won more races as well, and I think his career choice just ruined him when he went from Red Bull to Renault.
Fucking Renault.
But he's going to McLaren. Hopefully they can.
Like, you'd be mad to leave Red Bull.
You'd be fucking nuts to go to Renault.
He left Red Bull.
Yeah.
He left Red Bull to run away from a fight, because obviously Verstappen came in and Verstappen's beating him. Ricardo was like, "I don't want this. I want to be first. I want to be #1 driver in a team." So that's why he went to Renault.
It's a bit shite when that happens, isn't it? But I like Verstappen.
Did he get offered more money though?
Probably, yeah.
Probably because Renault fucking loaded it their arse.
Innit?
Yeah.
Would they Red Bull they fucking sell fucking rocket juice?
No, I don't like Red Bulls. No. Honestly, they just think of it as like a 1.5 cars in the team. Like they constantly focus on Verstappen. They leave Kvyat, Gasly, Ricciardo, Albon to dry.
I don't understand like the focus on just one driver.
Yeah.
You need your team.
Exactly. Like Albon, don't get me wrong, Albon's a great driver.
Like,
Do not get me wrong.
That shit with the Mercedes.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but Albon's a great driver.
Anyway, rant over.
But yeah, he's. Would I take him over Sergio Perez in the Red Bull to get, you know, a competitive team at the top of the field with 2 drivers that can win races? No, I'd take Perez. So the fact that...
Do you have the balance though?
Huh? No.
Do you have the balance?
Yeah, well, the thing is, Albon's no...
One good driver and one...
I'd want the balance, but then there's the risk of the sort of like Hamilton-Rosberg thing happening when they just fight each other and eventually things go out of hand, so... Yeah, but I reckon they should have picked Perez, because Perez obviously is a race winner now, as we've seen from Sakir. It's just mad how he hasn't got a seat yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Surely someone's going to offer him something.
Well, apparently he said he's got offers for 2022, so if he comes back then, I'm happy, so... Right, anyway.
I mean, I'm surprised he haven't come in for him.
Exactly.
No.
But anyways, to wrap up this long show, sorry about this guys, anyway. Predictions, like wild card thoughts you've got of what happens in Abu Dhabi? Oscar, I can start with you.
Sergio Perez.
What, to win?
Yeah.
Shout. Aaron?
And second, Hamilton.
Seems Aaron has just binned off the channel and it's just deserted us, so typical.
What do you reckon to my prediction?
It depends on how Racing Point's set up. Obviously Abu Dhabi hasn't really been the greatest of tracks for their certain car. But we'll see. I mean, Perez, he's a good driver and obviously he wants something to prove. So even if he gets a good result in Abu Dhabi, that'd be good. I reckon. I don't think Hamilton will get on the podium. Obviously, he'll still be recovering. He'll still be recovering.
You heard it here on ACR3.
Yeah. If it doesn't happen, I hold my hands up. But I think if he's still recovering, he won't be 100% fit, and I think
he's going to struggle.
I think Verstappen might take the win. Because Red Bull is very, very good at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix track. I think Bottas may be second. And I think maybe Perez or Ricciardo or even Leclerc I'd get at third. But yeah. But anyway, that is to round up a long video on the ACR3 channel. Sorry about that. Thank you, Oscar. For being here, and I would say thank you to Aaron, but he's fucked off, so typical. So I'll see you guys on Sunday night, Monday, to review the race and see what's going on. But anyway guys,
yeah, and to see whether
predictions are right. Indeed.
Yeah,
indeed.
see who's right.
Yes, we will see, and we'll have a competition. Yeah, probably no one, yeah. But anyway, it was a sad race. Obviously, there's people's last races, like Grosjean's, Magnussen's last race, maybe Perez's last race for a bit, Vettel's last race in Ferrari, maybe even Bottas' last race in Mercedes. Who knows? Alright boys, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll see you Sunday and Monday. Be back Sunday night? Indeed. Alright, peace.